Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany and welcome to my channel Foxey Sunrise. Today we are focusing on our inner divine masculine energy. We're checking in with that masculine energy. I hope the dogs aren't barking too loud and distracting you. We're focusing on our inner divine masculine energy, checking in with that polarity to see what's going on with him. I also have a pick a card for the divine feminine energy within as well that I will link down below. Also linked down below will be all my information and the timestamps. So starting from my left, we have 3 groups today. Pick as many as you like. This is group 1. Smoky Mountain Rock. This is group 2. I don't remember the name of this crystal. I think it starts with a K, but I'm not sure. And group 3. I think this is a yellow calcite. I think. Okay, like I said, the timestamps will be in the description box below, and let's get started with group number 1. Okay. Group 1, we have playtime in reverse. We have Gaia in reverse as well. So this, so far, this glare is crazy. This so far is showing me that the masculine energy within group 1 maybe taking things a little bit too seriously, not really taking time to go outside, might not be taking time to relax and enjoy the things that our inner child is wanting us to enjoy. Sometimes when we are too in our masculine, when we are striving too hard, when we are trying too hard, when we are inside in a cubicle, when we're working so many hours and we're not enjoying Mother Nature, which also makes me think of being the ability to slow down when we're in nature. I have my window open right now and I'm looking out on this nice stream. It's sparkling, it's beautiful, and it reminds me to slow down. So, and if we are heavily relying on our masculine energy, especially in this patriarchal society where there's a lot of pressure to strive, sometimes there's no time to slow down. And if we're not slowing down, of course there's no time to play either, to appreciate the beauty that is around us, and to also, while we play, we create beauty as well, and just enjoying in the laughter and creating, and even making a meal. Have you made a meal with the the tools that Mother Nature provides us with? Have you made any food for yourself? Have you been eating a lot of takeout? Have you been working too hard? So those are some of the things that comes to mind when I look at these cards. Gratitude, wow. the divine masculine is really needing some time to be able to enjoy and indulge in the things that are good. So if we're moving really, really quickly throughout life, if we aren't getting time to play, to cook our own meal, to enjoy nature and what it has to offer, to just look outside, to even step outside for 10 minutes. For me personally, just by being near a window, being near greenery, seeing outside and feeling less closed in because I have access to being outside, being literally outside of whatever box you're in, whether it be an office or some job or your room. It really makes things feel less closed in, and you can appreciate your surroundings more. You have the ability to be much more present, and by being present, by having more time to play, and the 2 and 3 here adds up to the number 5, which is a number that can be associated with change. And so gratitude may change this imbalance of the feminine and masculine within. And the hand holding, and also Mama Gaia being shown here, and playtime too. Something about this is making me feel that this group may be relying so heavily on their masculine energy because, and this isn't uncommon, because it brings some sort of stability, some sort of support. We see, I hope you can see that, a hand holding another hand, and that makes me think of support. Mama Gaia here holding the earth with her maternal energy, and that gives a sort of semblance of feeling of support. The inner child, or being a child, and feeling safe, the safety of being taken care of and feeling taken care of. And so that expression of gratitude, taking some time outside, doing something that you enjoy just for the hell of it, will allow you to be in this flow of gratitude and to really slow down. Because I don't know why adrenals came to mind, but sometimes being in that go, go, go energy can really drain us, can really burn us out, burnout. Maybe that's why adrenals came to mind. Just the energy of being burnt out comes to mind with this group. I'm safe to be my true authentic self. So this sort of makes me think of, again, slowing down with this silhouette being in a sort of meditative position, sitting, slowing down. There's flowers around her, and discovering that there's more beyond achievements, beyond overexertion of energy, that gifts can come to you in a state of receiving. So I think the main message here for this group is that your masculine energy is needing to submit to its feminine counterpart, to its feminine energy, needing to be more submissive and learn the art of receiving, of passive, what am I trying to say here? Of attraction through, without pushing, and seeing that there's another way of gaining whatever you're trying to gain, because the masculine can gain by taking, by going and getting, but the feminine gains by patience, by intuition, by she's not without action necessarily, but there's a slowing down that happens, and so she just kind of magnetizes things towards her. So this group seems to be overly exerting in the lower chakra masculine energy, There could be a block within emotions as well, with all this blue here. And again, with the security, I am safe to be my true authentic self. Your true authentic self doesn't need to strive for anything. It is vast, it is expansive, and so regardless of what path you take, even if it doesn't naturally flow with what you're used to, what the learned behavior may have been, which is to strive, which is to go out and grab and get something, you can still achieve. You will still be great in a more submissive position, and moving in your femininity and embodying your feminine nature. And there's something that's very beautiful about that, and anyone of any orientation and gender can benefit from this, because we can't stay in one polarity for too long. It's always we're in Libra season now, and hopefully this video comes out on time with the Libra full moon, which is on the 16th. Not full moon, new moon. But Libra season is all about balance. We can't have one without the other. So, for I know the plans I have for you. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Trust. The masculine energy here needs to give up control and needs to trust that, like this person whose hand is being held, like this person who is trusting that its authentic self is enough, like the child who trusts that it will be fed and always taken care of and its needs will be met, like we trust Mama Gaia to always recover and house us and give us a home. You must trust, whether it's in yourself or a higher power, that you will be taken care of, and that the masculine isn't the only way of getting what you need. So let's see if the tarot has any extra information about the masculine energy. Alright, what does group 1 need to know about their divine masculine energy, their inner divine masculine energy? What does group 1 need to know? What does group 1 need to know about their divine masculine energy? Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay, so... Okay, let me draw one more card. One more card. What does group 1 need to know about its inner divine masculine energy? Okay. Too many cards. We're just going to take this one. Okay. So we have Eight of Swords in reverse. We have Ace of Swords. So I'm getting that this divine masculine energy is very logical. This masculine energy of this group is very logical, very mental, very much in their head. So a lot of the ways that I feel you will be caught up is creating your own binds and your own limitations, versus so using your mind in a negative sense to build your own binds and entertaining your limiting beliefs and getting caught up in that way, versus this beautiful Ace of Swords, which the mind is being used as a sort of place of channeling, of a place that is connected and in tune with what it needs to know at any point in time. So the mind is clear, the mind is divinely guided, the mind is focused, it's centered on its ultimate goal. And so with the Eight of Cups in reverse here, we see somebody walking away from these cups being emotions that no longer serve them. And the cups in this card, to me, are filled with dirty water, so murky emotions, and this person is turning its back, realizing it is seeking better. And after the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups, and then the Ten of Cups, which is ultimate emotional fulfillment. So walking away from whatever emotions are really holding you back, are keeping you in this survival mentality, in an anxious state, and rewiring that so that your mind is more of a channel, of a vessel, a conduit for amazing ideas, for intuition, for innovation. Yeah. Okay, so that is all I have for you, Group 1. Comment down below, like, share, subscribe. Is that everything? Yeah, I think that's the whole spiel. Okay, let me know what stuck out for you, and I hope to see you again soon. Come back and chill. Group 2. This is your reading on what your inner divine masculine energy would like to tell you. We have Journey in reverse, Odin, and Bridget. Wow. Wowza. So off topic, but your divine masculine energy has some kind of Celtic, European, Nordic roots for sure. And it's interesting here that we have Odin in the upright, but Bridget is in the reverse. She's the divine creative energy. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Beauty, change. Okay, so with Journey in reverse, I'm getting that you're getting psychic insights. You have a very intuitive masculine energy, a masculine energy that's intuitive. This feels ancient. This just because of the two cards that came out, this feels like this is just a part of you. In very other past lives, you have had a hell of an intuition. Third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Okay, so this journey may be on hold because of a lack of trust, which seems to be sort of a theme here with the last group. A lack of trust. And I guess since we're talking about the masculine energy and what it wants us to know, there might be some sort of theme here where the masculine energy is very strong in these groups. So what's really missing is the balance of the feminine energy. So in this case, creation, and we have creation shown with Bridget here, and creation in whatever way, creation could be hearing these psychic insights and continuing on your journey versus it being halted, or this could be a psychic insight that is causing you to journey inward, and that inward journey is how you're going to build this inner strength, which is lacking here. So trusting the intuition that you have, that you are deeply, deeply intuitive and have some sort of Nordic Celtic connection. So connecting with the earth, creating with the earth, painting, possibly working with fire in some way. And this creation will help you connect with beauty. So something that came to mind was cooking. Cooking is a way that you can connect with fire. So using a stove, connecting with fire, cooking, which involves earthly things if you're using root vegetables or whatever, and creating beauty through that. Or again, being outside in the elements, going camping and building a fire and sort of meditating on the flames and getting insights from that. I'm also getting lightning, like Uranus energy, Aquarian energy, Gemini as well. Virgo. Yes. I'm getting to that with this journey in reverse. You may be blind to where you're going, and that's where the psychic insight comes in. Okay, it's funny that I said lightning, and I'm just now realizing that this, oh my gosh, the glare. I'm so sorry. I thought the sun would help me with this, but we have lightning around this card and change. Oh my goodness. And there's lightning here. So definitely there's a need for trust. I keep breathing deeply. I'm trying to focus in here. There's a need for the masculine energy to stay connected to their intuition, to begin creating, and to connect with beauty in some way, and get used to change. So hardcore Gemini energy, change may be a part of the journey, and so you may not always understand or know or be able to really see or witness the journey. And the journey may not always be moving, and if it's not moving, it's being turned inward. So to understand that as well. So I'm getting like a sort of like an ebb and flow of energies, trusting the ebb and flow of your energies and your psychic intuition, because you're very psychic. Oh my goodness. Wow. The suit of armor that Odin is seen in, I'm also getting like, don't fight against these psychic insights. Like maybe there's this warrior within that is fighting the change, fighting the journey, or just being very rebellious or doubting the psychic insight. But there's a need to, again, sort of similar to the first group, but there's a need to to blend these two energies that honestly like go really well together anyways, but to kind of be able to again ebb and flow between the Bridget and the Odin. I definitely recommend looking into Celtic Nordic mythology as well as Bridget or Odin if any of those deities or archetypal figures stick out to you. I wish I remembered what the symbol was, but it's like these swirls right here. That symbol may mean something to you. I think of the Holy Trinity. So again, with this Bridget card, we're talking about wholeness coming together with both sides of you. Which makes me again think of Gemini, because Gemini is, I think, the only androgynous sign, because it is both masculine and feminine. It's gender neutral of a sign. So really embracing the androgyny. I am in perfect balance. Oh my fuck. Okay, wow. Wow. Ebb and flow. That's all. I don't really even know what to say. I don't really know what to say. Beauty does add up to 2 here with the 20. In numerology, you add up the numbers. There's some numbers you don't add up, but I'm seeing here with beauty being number 20, that the balance that you will find is finding the beauty within the masculine and feminine within you. So your masculine is super psychic and insightful. You may get like psychic dreams, or you may have psychic your psychic ability may really amp up during lightning storms or storms in general. You may relate to birds, or get omens through nature, specifically types of birds. And then your feminine energy is has a lot of sexual creative energy, with Bridget being represented with fire. So your feminine, your divine feminine, wants to create beauty and bring beauty into the world, and your masculine may be able to assist Bridget, your inner feminine, with that by these psychic insights and these intuitive messages or images or dreams or whatever's coming to you, because something is downloading within you. And then we have change here, which is 35. That adds up to 8. 8 is a strength card in tarot, and this just makes me think of finding strength in your immutability. And Gemini is a mutable sign, so it's always changing and transforming. It's androgynous in that sense that you can't really put a label on that energy. So you may not necessarily be a Gemini, but you may have some kind of fluidity about your identity that needs to be integrated and incorporated in who you are, and that will give you that wholeness, realizing that you are both. We also rejoice in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Wow. Strength. We just mentioned that. The strength card in changing. And this change, these shifts in your journey, and even being blind to your journey, blocked off to knowing where the road leads, but still creating, still trusting, will give you the perseverance to continue on, and to ultimately be the Odin Bridget combination of a person, to ultimately be in perfect balance, because that is the goal. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see here what the tarot wants group 2 to know about their inner masculine energy. What messages do we have for the inner masculine energy? Inner masculine energy. What does group 2 need to know about their masculine energy? Oof, that one fucking flew. 2 of Wands, okay. Oh my gosh. King of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see, let me shuffle again. A couple. Okay, lots of Wands energy. And we even have Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that just gives me an idea that we talked about fire a little bit, so you may actually be a fire sign, as well as maybe one of those air signs that I mentioned, which was Gemini and Aquarius, with the lightning being represented as the planet Uranus. Or lightning is associated with the planet Uranus, which is, when we think of lightning, it's like sudden, it's unexpected, it's kind of how insights come in and ideas come in. So you may be a very innovative thinker, very out of the box thinker. So interesting. So I'm seeing here again the journey being represented with this 2 of Wands, looking out with the world in their hand, trying to figure out what direction it wants to go. It's at its home base at the castle, but it's also overlooking to see where it wants to be, where it wants to go. There seems to be a sort of block in or a greediness, possibly a hoarding of material, a feeling of insecurity. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So this feeling of insecurity brings about this 2 of Wands. It could be the King of Pentacles in reverse. Is this feeling of insecurity, not really recognizing the inner security that is always there. And so because this insecurity is here, it causes you to Nine of Wands. It's like this person looks very distressed and guarded of these wands, of whatever it is. It could be overworking. It could be like you've been fighting for all of these wands and now you're just exhausted. Like you've been working your ass off to be this King of Pentacles, not realizing you already are the King of Pentacles, and the cultivation of this abundance that is already here is blocked off due to some sort of feeling of insecurity. And so then it causes you to look out, and almost the energy I'm getting from that perspective that I just gave is almost now that this person is looking out and wondering if the grass is greener on the other side. Like, is it better out there? Because right now where I'm at, I'm like busting my ass. I got beat up. I've been working overtime over here to be the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles in reverse is it's like a penny pincher. It's like this lack mentality, materialistic. It's not very generous. It's impatience. I'm getting like, even trying to get this out, it's like this unsettling, nervous energy with this feeling of insecurity. But even though the King of Pentacles is reverse cards can be read either way. So this can be changed. It's just blocked energy, and this blocked energy is due to again, like an insecurity, a lack of, I'm being brought back to Bridget in reverse, a lack of wholeness within. And so insecurity isn't just lack of resources. Well, I take that back. I wanted to say it's not just lack of resources, because an insecurity could be a literal inner insecurity, but I think that comes about because of there's a lack of resources such as meditation or creating or trust, which are still tools and resources that the soul needs to trust itself, or the ego needs to trust that the soul knows what's going on, that the soul is always naturally abundant. It's this King of Pentacles, excuse me. And this Nine of Wands person has definitely persevered through the suffering. But the King of Pentacles is sitting pretty and no longer has to suffer. And so what can also happen is you're going from this anxious, overworking, fighting, overexertion of energy, and now you're again looking out with the Two of Wands to better lands. It could be better actions and ideas, with Wands being action oriented, spirituality as well. So looking out to how you can better implement certain plans, or implement certain actions, implement certain creative endeavors, so that this King of Pentacles can be fully expressed, so that you can feel abundant and not feel the need to retreat back to this Nine of Wands energy of overexertion, overexhaustion, and burnout. Perseverance builds character, and character, hope. Interesting. I'm hearing like, see your way out. The perseverance doesn't have to be the way that you live your entire life. It is a part of life, but life doesn't have to be a battle. Oh wow, and I'm thinking again what I said earlier about Odin being in this suit of armor, and in a way like battling your insights and making things harder than they have to be. And not seeing the beauty around you, which this King of Pentacles is covered in beauty. He's got a castle in the back. He's got all this foliage and plants and a beautiful throne. I mean, he's surrounded in beauty. He's aware of it. So with all that in mind, that is your reading. I think I went a little bit longer with group 2, but yeah, see the beauty all around you, and if you don't see it, create some. So let me know what stuck out for you. Definitely look into Odin and Bridget and Nordic, Celtic, European mythology. The Bible verse that you got said Romans, which kind of stuck out to me. So Romans, Greek. You may have some heavy European past lives. But anyways, yeah, comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Come back and chill with me. Alright, group 3. Let me go ahead and reorganize my tarot. Drink some water. Rearranging myself. Okay, group number 3. Let's see what your divine masculine energy needs you to know. Nurture in reverse. All right. Sacred vision. The Miriam. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Wow. Unconditional love here and nurture. So, the pattern has been with this reading, which is so interesting. There's always a pattern. Just this being so hard on yourself, and it's like fucking tweet, like being hard on yourself, not forgetting that nurturing energy that we all need so badly after we leave the womb and become adults. Like, we always need mama, no matter what, whether we're the moms for ourselves or, you know, we go and visit our mom, or I don't know. But I think too, something that I'm getting is like this lack of nurturing and slowing down, maybe even drinking water here, because we have this sort of, I hope the glare doesn't, let me turn it up, right? There's like sort of a stream here, so I'm getting like a blockage either in emotions, or you literally aren't drinking enough water, or you need to be around a body of water. All the groups of thus far I've been mentioning nature. So Mama Gaia wants us to chill with her for real. Like, it's blocking your psychic ability, because sacred vision, even though the message doesn't really go with the title of the card, it's kind of strange, but choose to forgive in order to heal. So a part of nurturing yourself is forgiving others, forgiving yourself, letting go, releasing. With these white lilies here in this picture, I'm thinking of purity, and the thing with purity is like I'm getting a clean canvas, the ability to start clean, to wash yourself clean, to start anew. Remember that love has no boundaries. So not only unconditionally loving others, but most of all yourself. See the light in all, it's including yourself. So these white lilies remind me of seeing the purity, the innocence within you, the child that lives within you, and mothering it, nurturing it, caring for it, giving it water, allowing it time to relax, to eat good food, to feed yourself, to slow down, to go outside, to connect with nature, to eat what Mother Nature gives us, whether you're vegan, you know, some kind of root vegetable, or something along those lines. So really connecting in that way. And another way of nurturing yourself could also be connecting with your intuitive abilities and expressing them in some kind of way. There's a lot of blue in this card, so writing it down, trusting the messages that you are getting, and you may not be getting them, or they may be a little confused, blurry, because you're needing to slow down and nurture yourself, to drink more water, to rediscover the purity, the innocence within you. Even just stepping outside, that helps me tremendously. It's so calming, and I can just go on about it. Boundaries in reverse. Wow. That points me back to nurturing. I'm getting like mental boundaries as well, which is interesting. You're in your own bubble. You're recharging your energy. Number 12 here. Number 3, which is the number of balance. And we have another white flower being grown out of this bubble, and she's surrounded by dead plants. I don't know why I'm just noticing this. But again, with the white flowers, the purity, the innocence. So a cleansing is needing to happen. Cleansing yourself, whether that be a spiritual bath or meditating on the color white, using the color white. I don't know if you're into Reiki, using white light energy to heal and cleanse your energetic field, and creating an energetic boundary. Praying is a way of building a strong boundary and cleansing your auric field. So maybe you've been around a lot of just junk and noise, whether it's eating, whether it's people, whether information you're intaking. So setting mental, I don't know why mental boundaries is coming to mind. I guess because of the sacred vision and the purple and blue energy coming from the nurture card, which is the third eye and the throat chakra, and that can get blocked when other people's opinions are running rampant, when all that junk, whether it's social media or some kind of crap like that kind of like blurs your vision, and you can't really get any downloads, any intuitive information that feminine energy, which is the throat, the eye, the third eye, those upper chakras, can't really like funnel in that cosmic divine God energy. God can't work through you. The Holy Spirit can't work through you if you have terrible boundaries, if you aren't cleansed, if you aren't a pure channel. I hope that's not interpreted wrong. I mean, like, a pure channel in that you're connected, you're in tune with your own energy, and you're not being mucked up with other BS of what other people are saying and what the news is saying. And I don't know why I keep getting mental energy here. Even just being around certain people energetically, having boundaries so that you can really clearly hear what's for you to hear and get that guidance. Drinking water definitely can clear out that channel. That's an easy way. Being out in nature, because we have, the flower imagery, and the white flower, again, purity and connecting with that inner child, or cleansing your body, your mind, your spirit, your energetic field into some sort of way, so that God, Holy Spirit, that's what I use, terminologies that I use. I used to say universe, but if that's the jargon that you use, the universe, so that all that energy, that pure divine energy can work through you, and you can create with it. You can allow it to charge you, to fill you, to nurture you as you nurture yourself. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. That's beautiful. So there's growth here. Watering the seed that you hold. I don't know if you all are healers. I'm getting that with the hand here. If you are a Reiki healer, definitely, use that white light energy. Maybe you're a massage therapist, something with hands. I'm getting a gift of healing hands. Yes, like a gentle touch with this nurture card over here. I don't know why I'm getting Pisces energy. Okay, so this group seems like it may be heavily feminine in nature, and that it's fluid. There's not a lot of boundaries. Like the feminine nature is nurturing, but it could lose its nurturing energy if it's too open, if it's too receptive, if it's caring too much for others versus reflecting that nurturing energy within. So healing of thyself, and incorporating that masculine energy and letting people know, like, hey, I need space, or I don't agree with that, or I'm gonna walk away, or I don't really want to be friends with these people, or I'm gonna turn the news off, or I'm gonna go to bed early. Like, needing some sort of structure and routine, bringing the masculine energy in with that. You are more valuable to God than a whole flock of sparrows. Interesting. To me, that emphasizes more heavily that everyone is a vessel, an instrument to be used and express unconditional love, which is God, to others. And it fills us up, and it fills others up. It gives them a light to look at, to emulate, to be warmed by. And none of those things can be materialized if there's a lack of boundaries, if we aren't drinking water, if we aren't really focusing on nurturing ourselves by becoming a better version of ourselves every day, by improving, by staying connected, by creating, expressing our truth. Let's see. Alright. What does group 3 need to know about their inner divine masculine energy? What does group 3? So we have healing hands. We have, I think nurturing is an intuitive ability as well. I'm getting Piscean and Cancer energy. Yeah, I can't think of any other signs. So what does group 3 need to know about their divine masculine energy? Does group 3 need to know about their divine masculine energy? Does group 3 need to know about their divine masculine energy? Group 3. Oh. Queen of Wands in reverse. I don't know why I was just thinking about her. Divine Masculine Energy, Group 3. Divine Masculine Energy, Group 3. Divine Masculine. Wowza. Divine Masculine Energy, Group 3. Divine Masculine Energy. One more card, Group 3. Divine Masculine Energy, Group 3. Divine Masculine Energy, Group 3. Any more cards? Any more cards? Divine Masculine. Oof. Oh, wow. I see why the boundaries are needed. We have the Hermit card here, so you're in an interesting phase of life, a big chapter of life. I'm getting that this group isn't too aware of their psychic abilities, and it could be because you've been giving too much to others and exerting your energies outward versus bringing them back inward, because we have the Magician card in reverse. So this Hermit card this is interesting. Okay, let me see if I could show it. So we have the Queen. I can't forget. Okay, here we go. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Magician in reverse. Two very powerful cards. And then we have the Hermit here. So I'm getting like the Hermit is going within and discovering these two archetypal characters that are within. So discovering the magical manifester, the magician that is within, discovering that we, you have the tools that we need to create the life that we want to create, the tools, to create the scenario that we want in our life. Wow, that is a snake. So inner transformation and inner empowerment, understanding the power that is within, a self-actualization that is happening. A recharging of the aura needs to happen. So definitely a cleanse and a sort of practice. And the cleansing will assist with grounding this energy so that you are able to manifest and practice. And it'll also clarify the sacred vision that you have. And then by clarifying your energy, setting proper boundaries, improving yourself, healing yourself, growing yourself, awakening to thyself, the sacred vision will initiate the magician that you will discover or are in the process of discovering that you are. Once you have the sacred vision, the magician will have the clarity to be able to focus its energy and bring that sacred vision down into the material world to materialize ultimately. But if you are unaware of this power that you have, it can be used unconsciously in a negative way for manipulation, for it could backfire on you, gossiping, manifesting bad things, bad luck, negative, dark situations in your life. And so the Hermit may be right now really identifying this shadow aspect of the magician that it is. Or again, it could be also identifying that the magician even exists. And so moving to the Queen of Wands, who is also sort of a witch and a magician in her own right as well. And so when I think of the Queen of Wands, she sets very strong boundaries. She might not be like nurturing in a water sign sort of way, but she loves herself, and the love of self that she has is a betrayal and an inspiration for other people to understand what it is to have a healthy relationship with thyself, and to understand the value that you have, that you are valuable to God. And you are God's child, which means you're here for a reason. To know that you are here for a reason. Queen of Wands is like, I'm here. She makes it known. And so again, the shadow aspect of her, and the Hermit being in the shadows, this could be this could be more of a possibility. The Hermit card is going into the shadows and discovering the shadow side of the power that you have, discovering the shadow side of the Queen of Wands, which is jealousy, which is combative behavior, which is pushing and wanting to be first and seen no matter what, whether it's almost like fame hungry, attention seeking, attention whore, attention hungry. And that does come from a lack of nurturing thyself and a lack of seeing and recognizing yourself, regardless of anyone else recognizing you, you seeing who you are. And the Queen of Wands knows who she or he is, and the Magician knows that she or he is powerful. And so right now these boundaries are necessary for this masculine energy to really understand itself and the power that it carries within, and how to cultivate these gifts. So I'm feeling more feminine energy from this group than the other two groups. So finding a structure with this masculine energy, I'm seeing a good bit of yellow and red. So grounding in your energy and working on solar plexus chakra, so your confidence, your self-empowerment, your self-actualization, getting to know yourself, your talents, your gifts, your abilities, and then being able to innately know that you are more valuable to God than a whole flock of sparrows. You are God's child. You were put on this earth for a reason. And to also, Queen of Wands knows her value, and because of that she sets proper boundaries, because she knows she's an asset, and a lot of people are going to want a piece, and not everybody deserves a piece of her sacred vision, of her beautiful nurturing ability, and to step into her bubble of innocence, of beauty, of this person is like naked in this bubble, which shows vulnerability. And that's what the boundary protects you from. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable, but we can't be naked for everyone. I mean, I don't know why OnlyFans came to mind. There's fucking outliers for everything. There's always an exception to the rule. But I mean, even then, if you're sharing, if we're thinking of it in a metaphorical way, sharing your nudity with everyone exposes you to the good and the vampiric, the angels and the demons. And so having that protective bubble, that protective shield, stores more energy for you, so you're charged. But also, a side note, if you're always connected to the divine, you don't necessarily have to worry about being drained, but but people will still try and drain you if you are as light and as vibrant as the Queen of Wands and as the Magician. If you are the guiding light, the one with the wisdom, like the Hermit card. So I'm getting also Virgo energy with the Hermit and the Magician card. And Leo, for sure. Maybe Aries, but like more so Leo. I said Cancer and Pisces already. And it's funny, I'm just realizing you chose the yellow stone, so definitely cultivating a better a better sense of self-worth here. We also have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which he knows his worth. He's surrounded by abundance, and there's also a lot of yellow around him too. There's golds, there's yellows, he's cloaked in red, so he's very grounded in his power and his self-confidence, and he's aware of the abundance that he himself has attracted to him by knowing his own value. So that is what your masculine energy wants you to know. Your masculine energy wants you to use the divine masculine energy within. So group 3, that is your reading. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, reach out, come back and see me, come back and chill, and I will see y'all next time. Have a good one.